Good morning, my dear students. Thank you for helping me with my homework for this week. Today we are going to read a passage in order to help you with your reading skills for the TOEFL test. As you already know, we have already seen the TOEFL question types. And you know that you have basically 3 types of questions: basic information questions, inference skills questions, and reading to learn skills questions. As you remember, in order to be completely successful, well, not completely, but to achieve a high score, my recommendations are not to read the whole essay. First read all the questions and then determine which the easy questions are, and after you answer these questions, you can continue answering in this order: the medium questions and then the difficult questions. And for this, you will need to develop 2 very important skills: skimming and scanning, and we're gonna continue with that later on. So let's go to our presentation. First of all, are you guys familiar with human rights? Yes, Cecilia. These are rights for everyone in the world. Do you have any idea, or do you have any examples about these rights? Carlos? Perfect. Yes, definitely you need to take into account that freedom is one of our fundamental rights as human beings. Thank you. So now let's see. Definitely we have trust, equity, freedom, hope, peace, justice, rule of law, dignity, and prosperity. Today we are going to see what issues can we have about human rights. We have many examples here: impunity, freedom of assembly, freedom of press, freedom of religion, LGBT rights. Do you know what LGBT means? We just had a huge march. They marched 2 days ago. Do you remember? Yes, perfect. Yes, my dear Maria. Lesbian and gays. Yes, lesbian, gays. And what about B? Oh, you don't know this one. Okay, bisexual human beings. And T? Do you have any idea about T? Yes, those. Very good. So, these are LGBT rights. Based on this and what I told you before, that equity is the human right we are going to focus on today, what do you think is the topic? Ernesto? What about that? What is the topic of this reading? I will give you one more hint. What about that? Marriage is about love, not gender. Now think about it. Think about this last picture and equity and human rights. What do you think the reading is about? Please go ahead and take a brief moment to consult with a classmate. Okay? Good. So, what is it about? Yes, let's see. Cecilia. Yes, it is about allowing lesbians and gays to get married. Here you go. Yes, definitely. Legalize same-sex marriages. You got it, guys. Here, the objectives for this class are to show you about scanning and skimming. Remember I mentioned that before when I showed you the TOEFL question types? These are two very important skills in order for you to get high scores. Okay? Here I have two questions. How many people might support conservative opponents? Those people who actually do not support gay marriage. And here is the second question. What is the main topic of this reading? I have two types of questions. What do you know about scanning and skimming? Yes. Thank you, Jose. Exactly. Scan is like a scanner. It comes from there. Yes, it is to quickly read, right? Very good. When you scan, what do you look for? Okay. You don't know that one. Skimming. What do you know about skimming? No. No. Okay. That's scanning. As we said, we read quickly. But let's see. Here you go. Skimming is to understand, you read to understand the general idea of a passage. And when it comes to scanning, you actually look for specific words, numbers, details, and answers. Does that ring a bell? Of course. Yes. Very good, Ernesto. You are going to use scanning to answer the easy questions. Yes. What about skimming? When are you going to use skimming for your TOEFL test? Excellent job, Maria. To answer the medium and the difficult questions. So, now that you know what skimming and scanning are, in which question would you use skimming and in which questions would you use scanning? Here you have question number 1, question number 2. Yes, go ahead and please, working in pairs, determine the answers. So, what about it? Okay. Very good. You got it. Yes. You are going to use skimming for question number 2, and you are going to use scanning for question number 1. Excellent. Now, I am going to go ahead and talk about some of the parts of the speech for this class. After that, we are going to talk about sentences, and by the end of then we're going to read, of course, and by the end of this class, you are going to write an outline of this article. Okay, very good. Thank you.